Yeah.
So my people, this is optional. You can also add a little Italian season. Just use your discretion, not too much. You don't have to. It's just my choice. I sometimes like to put a little bit of different flavor, a little twist to it, to my flavor. And sometimes I also use the mushroom soy sauce, just a little bit, like a teaspoon, not too much. Get it? Okay, and you stir, and you make sure, and thyme. I don't remember if I tell you thyme. You put thyme in there. And you stir up everything, make sure the mixture comes together. Yeah. And in the meantime, my oil is heating. I told you I mix olive oil with coconut oil. And this is the way you put it in. You take off all the seasoning, because if you don't take off the seasoning, then you're gonna get a burnt meat. So, and I tell you, don't brown it too long. You put it in like this. You turn down your stove. Mine is down. And this is how, be careful. You don't want to get burned. So, you put it in whatever way you want to. Put it in. My friends, so this is how I'm browning my oxtail. You see how pretty it looks? Not too much. You don't have to brown every inch of it. I mean, just slightly brown. Turn your stove down like medium. You can put it like medium, not high. And I told you I'm going to use my instant pot. But you can also use your pressure cooker, or you can just cook it on the stove, slow cook it with your normal pot. But I'm going to use my instant pot, but I say you can use it with your pressure cooker and your normal pot. But I'm just showing you how I use my instant pot. I show you using it with my broccoli. Now I'm going to use it with my oxtail. So I put in my oxtail like this. I turn off my stove and my burner. And I just take it up. And I have my seasoning. I'm going to add my seasoning to it. And I'm going to add some water. And friends, I'm going to put my seasoning in my instant pot with my oxtail. And I'm going to put some water. But I know you're saying to yourself, it's oxtail, it's fatty. Why are you using so much oil, or why did you fry it? I fry it because I want to get the oil out of it. Because I'm not going to pour. If you look over here, you'll see the oil left behind. I'm not going to pour the oil in the instant pot with it. I'm going to leave the oil behind. But I'm just going to put my seasoning and again, this oxtail is a different kind of oxtail. It's not this small, fine ones. It's the tough, I'm sorry. It's the big oxtail, the bigger size oxtail. It's not the regular one. It's the big one. So you have to do some form of browning before you put, like, just throw it from the seasoning into the pot and cook it down. I don't like that. I like to fry mine first. That's it. So I'm going to put my seasoning in here. You can see everything. And then I'm going to add some water. You do not do this like normal pressure cooker. You fill it up at the top with the water. You don't do that. So you rinse out. You put like this cup. You can put like 3 of this cup, 3 to 4. Depends on how much meat you have. And then, then you rinse it out and you throw it over. And then I'm going to cover and I'm going to put it on.
Mom, it looks good though.
Yes, it really looks pretty, son. I know we're going to enjoy this tonight. Yes, friends. Well, I put it in my Instant Pot, my oxtail. And if you look on it, it said lid. That means that it's not, my cover is not properly on. I'm showing you how I cook my oxtail, but I'm also showing you how to use the Instant Pot to do it. As I told you before, don't be afraid to use the Instant Pot. So you make sure you turn the lid. If you look, you see close. So you turn it to your right and it clicks. Right now it's saying 0. So now I'm gonna press pressure cooker. If I want, I could press like meat or stew, but I want my oxtail to be a little softer, so I'm gonna press pressure cook. And it said 35, I want about 45, so I'm putting it up to 45 because I've tested out already and it need about 45 for it to go there. It say beep, it's on, it's in the pressure mode, it's a high, and it's a preheating. After preheating, it's gonna come over here, it's gonna say cooking. And when it's cooking, it's gonna beep and it's gonna finish, and you can let out your steam as what I show you. Where's my fork? Let out the steam here so that it can cool quicker. Then you'll see this little part shoot out, this little silver part shoot out. You press here and turn right to your left, sorry, and then you get it. So I'm gonna just go back and cook, and it's on again. So my Instant Pot is finished. 45 minutes. I'm cooking my oxtail, and now it's off, if you see, and so it's pressure. It's 45 minutes, and you're gonna let out the steam like this. If it's not cooled properly, you let out the steam like this, and when it's cool enough, it's gonna stop. I should tell you also, when you put on your pot, if you hear the steam going like some sheet going on, that means you haven't set your lid correctly. And it will also show you on the glass here that about lid. So it is cool now. You don't hear any more sound, she sound. And if you look, as I told you, this little thing will pop out. And so you can try to see if it's cool. If it's cool, it's gonna open. You press down the red. Sometimes it's red, sometimes it's black. And you press it down and you open. So you're gonna go to your left. You open and you take it off, and we're gonna check my oxtail if it is ready. If it is brown, oh my gosh, this is falling off the bone. It is cooked and ready, and just ready for eating. But if you want, some people, if you want, you can take it off, put it in another pot, and then you could take off the oil if there is excess oil on top. If it's excess oil on top like this, you can take it off. When you put it in another pot, if you look, you'll see the oil. So you put in another pot, you skim the oil off, and then you could use some, you could taste it if it wants some more seasoning, and then you could add some cornstarch for thickening. Maybe like 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. You mix your cornstarch in some cold water, you add it to the pot, you mix it around, and you have your oxtail. But I can show you, look at this oxtail. It is so good. It's like falling off the bone, you see? Yes, it's good. So it's cooked and ready for eating. So from my Instant Pot with my oxtail, I put it into this pot and I skim off all the fat. Now I'm going to put some cornstarch to thicken it. I put like 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in a bowl. You mix it with cold water, and then I add it to my oxtail. so that you can have a little thicker gravy. You don't want a water gravy. You know, how can you enjoy water gravy? So, not too much. You judge it. You put some and you stir, and you look if you might need some more gravy. So pretty, my oxtail. Yes, it's good. Yes, we have visitor today, so I'm cooking something special. It's still kind of little water, so I'm going to add a little more of my cornstarch for thickening. Okay. My pot and stir it properly here. And then I'm going to add my butter bean. You cannot have oxtail without butter bean. And so I add my butter bean to this. My oxtail, you know, you make sure you have enough salt and stuff. And it looks so pretty. And it's ready to be served. Bye. Subscribe. I say don't be afraid to use your instant pot. Subscribe and like and hit the notification bell. And YouTube and on Instagram we are M&M, the sign M, the sign N, M&M _cook. Have a pleasant evening.